Chris the meme god.
The shithole.
Hey, you pizza!
Ouch. Hey gamers, welcome to my crib. Today, I'll be showing you how I made that animation you might have seen. You know, that one featured on the show called Cold Ones? You know, the one with Max Mofo and anything for views? Well, you know, this is like an everyday thing for me. I wish. But the thing is, how the frick did this even happen? I mean, I was just a small little animator making these little cute little 3D Lego animations. Like, what even made them contact me to replace this other animator that dropped out? Like, bro, you're missing out, man. Why'd you drop out? Oh my god. But like, the thing is, me, a tiny 3D Lego animator? I mean, I'm not complaining, but like... Okay, stop with the questions. Essentially, one day I had an idea. So I decided to make an animation based off of this epic SMB clip, which includes 2 Mad, Swagger Souls, and J-Schlatt. It was going to be a short reanimated clip in the YouTube Shorts format. Oh, TikTok. YouTube Shorts. As it would work the best in that format. Now, how does this animation correlate with the Cold Ones animation? I mean, like, an epic SMP animation? Well, the epic SMP animation I made kinda blew up. Over 1 million views on TikTok, 69k views on Twitter. 69, nice. Which many big creators that were in the video and others actually saw it and commented, retweeted it, and all that. It was crazy. Except for J-Schlatt. Come on, bro, where are you at? Now, thanks to them, your boy Scott, the producer of Cold Ones, saw it and emailed me. It was super hard to believe, but surprisingly, with enough research into the email, it was actually real. I was so, like, surprised. But how did I exactly create this thing? I mean, like, a CGI 3D Lego animation? Kinda cringe, huh? After they sent me the script, I got started immediately. I gotta admit, the script was godly. Oh, here's the script. It starts off with, "Hi, we would like you to do an animation based on the voice lines we sent you. Please listen to the audio carefully and animate it accordingly to the idea." I mean, okay, yeah, I can do that. Now, this animation is that famous YouTuber mrbeast is dying, and Chris and Carl have to fight to the death for the rights of the channel. Well, I still can do that, but I didn't expect that at all. Oh my god, that sounds like fun. Oh, the script is pretty straightforward, and it mostly includes just the dialogue, and also a few key descriptions of what is happening. What's that? I think I noticed something. Like, is this an audio file at the bottom of this email that's attached? That's actually insane. As I click on it, I wasn't really sure what to expect, but then...
Chris, Carl, come closer. I don't have much time.
Holy cow, this is legit. Even had all them tasty sound effects. It is beautiful. Oh my god, it's beautiful, man. I headed right into the first stage, character design. I had to design mrbeast, aka Jimmy, Carl, and your boy Chris. Sorry, Chandler, they didn't include you in the script. Have respect, man. I had some pretty clear ideas for them because, you know, their YouTube channel has a lot of videos, and I based mrbeast, of course, of his most iconic look, shorts, and short sleeve shirt with, of course, mrbeast logo on it. And then for Carl, I based it off of his Minecraft skin, because I guess he's popular in that now. And Chris, you know, he has those nice long sleeves, and also a nice chain necklace. Woo! I had to also create these giant sets, which includes a hospital room and a giant stadium. Oh my freaking god, that took forever to build. Now, my program of choice is Blender, a free and open source 3D program, and with the addition of Maker Bricks, allows me to easily add Lego models to the scene. Now, once I was done all that, I slapped the characters into Blender, and started blocking out the animation, which is when I make all the main poses of the entire animation, which looks very choppy, but it gets the main point across. Of course, it does look a little janky, but it works. I did actually send that over to your boy Scott over at Cold Ones just to see if it's all good, and he liked it. I then got to do the painful but sometimes fun process of adding frames in between those to actually make it feel lively and, of course, animated. Very nice. And the final step was to do facial animation, which I made using my Blender add-on called Mecha Face. Get it from the Megabricks store in the description below. It's also a good way of supporting me. I had to lip sync their face to what they were saying, which is a painstaking process. Now, sure, it takes a while, but it looks amazing when it's done. Makes them feel lively and actually like they're saying those words that they're saying.
I am Chris the meme god.
And of course, adding a few more details, like expressions and all that. I was actually done the main part of the animation. Now comes the fun bits, yay! Bruh, I thought you were done, man. Well, I still have some things to do. Such as, instead of using motion blur, cringe, that's way too easy. I use real Lego bricks. I'd rather use some Lego bricks and make smears. You can actually see this a lot in the Lego movies. It's really nice and is a lot of fun to do. Now, for the stadium shot, I had to make an entire audience! Oh my god, dude. And they had to all be cheering and all that. Like, jeez, man. But I realized that would be impossible, obviously, to do that in the time frame I had. Plus, it'd be a waste of time if I actually animated them all by hand. Now, my solution was to go on Google and search up for some images of Lego minifigures with a transparent background so I don't have to cry myself to sleep. And basically, I found one with multiple figures lined up beside each other so that I could add that image to my scene in Blender. And I basically duplicated it a bunch of times and dispersed them around the stadium, obviously on the seats. I then added a noise modifier to their Z axes so that they could randomly jump and cheer and all that, so they actually look lively. But you may realize, you might be able to see that it's just a bunch of images moving up and down. But luckily, I took the distance they are from the camera to my vantage, as they're very far away, as the stadium's giant. Why did I spend all that time making it help? But luckily, to my vantage, they were far away. I also used depth of field to make them not in focus, and which with that, you can barely tell they are images. Perfect, let's go, I just cheated the system, woo! Oh my god, that just saved my whole lifetime, woo-wee! It's time for the final touches. I had to light it. That's fun, I guess. So, in the hospital room, I added basic ceiling lights like you'd see in, like, a hospital. Or in, like, you know, a store or something like that. Like a Walmart. I also added a light to the lamp behind mrbeast in a nice yellow tone. Because the ones in the ceiling are blue tone and they contrast well. Now, at some point, you can tell the lighting's kind of flat. Literally, Chad said himself. That was because I was too lazy. Well, I also didn't have enough time to add the extra lights before the transition to the stadium. At least it looked cool after the transition. Let's go! And for the stadium, I had giant spotlights. Like, dude, oh my god. They're so freaking bright. If that was in real life, I'd literally be legally blind if I stared at them for like a millisecond. And those spotlights alone lit the entire stadium and the entire scene alone. Like, that's actually insane. I actually noticed a lot of you asked how I did all those fancy lighting effects. Yo fam, how you do that fancy lighting? Well, using the power of compositing, I generated these tasty lens flares and glares. I found this little tool online for this program called Nuke, which actually is a recreation of a tool used in the Lego Batman movie that automatically generates these flares and glares. The thing about 3D animation is rendering. It takes a while. So a lot of time was spent rendering the animation. I wish I had more time for that, so that you could see more of the detail on the Lego bricks. But it doesn't matter that much. You won't even notice, only I do. Once the rendering finished, I put it all together and sent it over to the code ones. And a month later, they uploaded their video. I had no clue when their video was coming out, so when it did, it took me by surprise. I immediately uploaded my animation to my channel right after it was uploaded. Well, an hour after. I tried. And thank you so much, Scott, for letting me do that. And I just watched as my channel grew like crazy. This is all one crazy thing I never thought would actually happen to me. But it really is happening, and I can't thank you all enough. And of course, thank you so much to the Cohen's team, especially Scott, for letting me have the opportunity to do this. And I'm also glad that Max and Chad enjoyed it a lot. Also, you know how a lot of you guys were saying, this guy should make the next Lego movie? Well, before all this happened, I was technically doing that. I was working on this giant project called Dice Quest, which is an original show created by me and with the help of other talented people. I really want to finish that first episode for you all to enjoy, so I will be focusing on that for the next while. Trust me, it will be worth it. I will have some other videos once in a while though, and also some update videos on my project. So stay tuned for that. Also, if you really do like my animations, I do have a Patreon. So if you would like, you could show that you support me by becoming one. I would appreciate that a lot. And with that, you also get a bunch of previews and updates and get to chat with me on our Patreon Discord server. It's a lot of fun over there. Plus, you can get your name at the end of my videos. And also, you can see my progress on Dice Quest, which won't be seen anywhere else until the episode releases, which is actually a super good deal. Well, I believe that's it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And see ya, not again. A special thank you to all my patrons and my VIP patrons, FBV Dan and Planet. I appreciate you guys a lot.